Here are some of the worst universes in all of comics: Earth 9591, otherwise known as Marvel Ruins. In this universe, we follow Philip Sheldon, a reporter trying to figure out just what went wrong with this universe. Philip would travel the country interviewing most familiar Marvel faces, however, due to the actions of this universe, they would come with a dark twist. For instance, when Peter Parker was bitten by the radioactive spider, he did not gain superpowers. Instead, he was infected by a horrifying, grotesque rash which quickly destroyed his body. Johnny Blaze was also a motorcyclist who set his head on fire. Wolverine was also still given his adamantium skeleton. However, the adamantium is so toxic that not even his healing factor can save him, leaving Wolverine looking essentially like a corpse. In this universe, Charles Xavier is also the president of the United States. However, instead of him making the world a better place for mutants, he captures and mutilates them inside of his prisons. The US government would also fire nuclear missiles upon the Kree Empire and capture some of its remaining survivors. The survivors would be later taken to special prison camps at abandoned nuclear facilities, and due to the radiation, most if not all of the Kree survivors would gain cancer. Matthew Murdock would end up dying from the accident that should have gave him superpowers. Iron Man ended up becoming a murderer. We would also find out that during World War II, Captain America introduced Nick Fury to eating human meat. Galactus would also be found floating dead near Mars. But here in this universe, we would find what has got to be the worst fate imaginable. Rick Jones would tell the story of Bruce Banner, which occurs pretty much the same as how it does in the regular 616 universe. However, instead of Bruce Banner becoming the Hulk, he instead mutates into this giant, grotesque monster with tumors pulsating all over his body. And the worst part about this is he is somehow still alive. Later down the story, we would meet Ben Grimm, and we would also discover that he did not accompany Reed Richards and the rest of Fantastic Four on their journey to space. And this is the reason why this universe became the way that it is. The Fantastic Four would also suffer horrific fates, with Reed Richards stretching so long that his neck actually snaps. The Human Torch would end up burning himself alive, and the Invisible Woman would die upon impact, only being found later when someone tripped over her body. After Philip Sheldon would conduct all of his interviews, he would go to try to write a book telling us what happened with this world. However, due to him coming in contact with the rash that infected Spider-Man, Philip would later die from this, leaving this world and not letting it know what type of marvels it could have been, instead leaving it the ruins that it is. Anyway, if you stayed this long, feel free to like and follow for more, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.